Swing. Good afternoon. So nice to see you all. You know, every day I tell myself, Sam, you need to get your shit together. You need to, at the very least, be on time for your stream every single day. And I'm here to tell you that today is not that day. So it's fine. Totally fine. The reason I'm late though is because I was I was busy getting my panel guests to connect to the whatever it is, StreamYards. So I do have 2 panel guests today. I'm very excited for this for all of us. But first, Mickey Mouse roll call. Bunny, Amy PJ, our panda of perpetual pondu says, Peanut says what? You're about to find out. Sama doxed 3 children. Nice to see you. Hillbeggy had a whopping 150 viewers in her stream last night. Did she? I haven't watched it. But what time did old girl go live on a Wednesday afternoon? You know, paydays, payroll sometimes starts on Wednesdays, right? She knows some people got their checks yesterday. Probably the folks working the 6 to 2 shift got paid on Wednesday. Carly, what did Big Wee stream about? How to taxidermy a Tennessee 2-tone turkey. I saw that comment when I was waiting. I got a kick out of that. Kimbith Jean. Hey, Glamour Mayhem. What are you talking? I'm always away from keyboard or watching on replay, but this peanut arc has me dead. Same. Thank you so much for being here. Please help. Hey, Hippie Peace, Mother of Gliders, Batata, Camby, Stephanie. Yep. Kelly Jean. I'm totally lost in my chat. Hey, very good. Nice to see you. Kira, Nikki PB Knowing is excited for the panel guest, as am I. Lindsay says, yo. I know. I love guests too. I'm really excited. Who do you guys think that who do you guys think the guests are today? Emotional support muffin. Kimberlina, did I see your DM? I don't think so. Bunny Melon, I heard that. OJ Simpson is dead. Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. I'm not really sure what significance that has in my life today, Kimberlina, but thank you for sharing that with me. I'm not really interested in anything that particular farmer or that website blog situation type deal has to say. But thank you for that. Hold on. I guess I should have looked at all my DMs before I went live. So sorry to keep you all waiting. Oh, is that Discounted Life over there tweeting about, was it common knowledge that the YouTube Underground channel was terminated by YouTube in March of 2017? Yeah, but created a second channel, blah, blah, blah. What's your point? What is your point, Discounted Life? What are you talking about? Oh, yes, Miss Fancy Trust God. Of course, I'm having a panel. Okay, look. Hold on. Let me close that before I open my camera. All right. You guys ready for the panel guest? Jeebus, Belinda was reviewing a mentally handicapped person who shits everywhere. What, Scara? Was that the story on the guy? Okay, so I saw something that said that the dude was like banging his head against the wall. And I'm like, I was very groggy. It was late at night. And I was like, I'll check into that tomorrow. So I did see a clip of some dude banging his head against the wall. Is that what we're looking at over there? Well, like I said, I mean, I guess if that's your content, you know. Is that who it is, Missing Mimic? Her chat. Krabby Joe, I saw her Shar was over it. And there used to be somebody on YouTube named Shar. So I had to read your sentence like 2 times over. And I think I understand it now. It was a lot and her chat was over it. And you tried it again and it still said Shar. You poor thing. I think Krabby Joe means chat. Hey, Tally420. Nice to see you. Kind of shocked, but not really situation type deals. Got it. Hippie Peace, what did you say? I see it says because of the eclipse. Did that get deleted? No. Try it again, Hippie Peace, whatever the comment was. Let's see if it gets deleted a second time. Oh, I see. Okay. I had no idea. No comment before that? That's weird. I see it. Oh, yes, our guests. Okay, hold on. Let me pull them onto panel. Here we go. Oh, look at that, guys. We have none other than Discounted Life himself and Peanut on panel with us today. I thought it's only appropriate that I ask our guests to join panel since we have been reviewing their content pretty heavy here lately. So everyone say hello to 10 Pack a Day Peanut and her friend Discounted Life. Missing Mimic, is that the name of the person? I'm not sure, but that kind of rings a bell. Is that the person's name? I guess the Jack Daniels bottle was supposed to be vodka, but I didn't know that before I went to the liquor store and got Discounted Life his bottle. Strawberry shortcake, I swear. Okay, one of you unlucky bastards is going to order one of these cups for me one day, and I'm not going to have a straw to send with it. It's Peanut's mouth. Emotional support muffin, you right. Peanut should be laying on the side. I can't. Y'all are nuts. Move the maraca. Look, I was working on keychains last night. Aren't they cute? Some of them are green glitter and some of them are clear. I think most of them are green glitter, though. Aren't those the cutest things ever? Here, Peanut, have a keychain. Hold on, let me fix it. No, take it off. We want the seed to be realistic. There we go. It would be more like that, probably, right? Yeah, that looks more like it. All right, whatever. What Peanut said. The Peanut one needs sound effects. Brr. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to be looking for that video. All right, look. We are going to go back to what Peanut said on. This is December 17th, 2023. It's titled Sam Telfer and Yaba turn on Hillbilly Belinda after the Zeeth interview. Now he's a problem too. I just kind of want to go back, and revisit the rise and fall of Angry Pistachio from the beginning, So I thought this was a great place to start. Camby, you love your keychain? Good. They have the Ninja Turtle ones, shiny seals, big balls. No freaking way. I didn't know there was Ninja Turtle ones. What? All right, let me share screen. Hold on. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is just Peanut. There's no Discounted Life on panel, so that's totally fine. It's an hour and 27 minutes. I don't know how far we're going to get. I am going to crank her up because I don't think that there was any drug use or drug abuse going on. It looks like she's reviewing my stream titled The Cringe in September, which was this the stream where they came into my chat running their mouths? If so, then that bright person who came kicking the door in talking their shit should be on here. Looks like she's only 25 minutes in. I don't know. I could be wrong. I guess I could go look at my channel and see what date that was, couldn't I? All right. So you bailed on Yaba's stream, got to the store before closing, and bought the blue glasses. Now you're even more in the negative. What blue? Oh, you're talking to Kimberlina. Kimberlina. Did you take a look at that video? Nikki P, yes, I have. Speed her up. She's slow on a human level. You DM'd what you said. Oh, because they keep deleting the comment. Huh. Let me see. Just hold on. Hold your horses, guys. Oh, maybe it's because it's cocksuckers. Hippie Peas is just so shocked and appalled that YouTube would block cocksuckers. Maybe I have it in my blocked words. I don't know. Anyway, just listen. God. December 17th. I'm gonna go find the date of this video. Hold on. Oh God, that's not it. Listen, I have a legitimate reason for having so many tabs open today. I've been doing a deeper dive into that Jamie, the former sheriff, Jamie Knoll. Oh, that's not what you said? Oh, hold on. Let me go back and reread it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Mystic Lipstick, her husband PA'd. Oh my gosh. What? Who's that? I'm so confused. All right. Well, anyway. I don't know why they would delete that out. I also don't know who. And Twitter deleted it too? What? Hippie peace. Girl, you're on a list somewhere. That's your problem. You must be on a list somewhere, girl. Am I screen sharing? Where am I? Yes, I am. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Of course, live chat replay. Chat's important.
I told. All right, enough.
That's how she starts her stream.
But I did tell you, did I not? Did I not tell you? You know what's even funnier is that I was proven absolutely 100% correct. How many hours after the stream that I just did, where I talked about this very topic and doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on my thoughts and opinions about this to begin with? Like, yikes, and yuck. I don't want to be right about stuff like this. And I got to tell you, I don't even know where to begin because all jokes aside, like this pisses me off. This legitimately pisses me
off. Okay, that was December 17th. Same day. Okay, that's fine.
Me off. Like, how dare you? The way that she continues to disparage and disrespect Belinda, I genuinely get angry. I genuinely get heated about it because it's so undeserved. It comes from a place, in my opinion, it comes from a place of entitlement and perceived ownership over the space. It seems like both Sam and Yaba think that they own this space and are entitled to, I don't know what, to have first.
Okay, so yeah, this is the day after the Zeeth interview. I had to go double check. I be getting confused sometimes. So this is the day after the Zeeth interview. So this stream has got to be the one I did Sunday morning after that Zeeth interview, just so we all know where we're at on the timeline. She's such a bad actor with that. I'm so silly singing now. She must have taken an upper. She seems alert, oddly. Well, okay, in fairness, I have her sped up to 1.5. Do you guys want to go normal just for a few minutes so we can gauge her sobriety level? Should we? I think we should. You're right. All right, just a few minutes. We'll listen. We'll see how she's doing. Hey, Ashley.
Dibs on what's covered, how it's covered, who covers it. It's like so gross. And I think there is a bit of jealousy there.
Okay, so this is same day. This is literally the same. This is the day after the Zeeth interview. It's literally the same day that I was doing my stream, minding my own business, and motherfuckers kicked in my door telling me, you're jealous of Belinda. All because Yaba had said that Belinda's interview of Zeeth was trash, and it was. That had absolutely nothing to do with me. None whatsoever. Yes, I'd already seen chatter around the internet. Oh, Sam's going to be so jealous. And yes, that irritated me because I'm like, what should I be jealous of? If my woman watched the interview and she tells me it was absolute trash, then I believe her. And never mind the fact I'd already interviewed the man twice, done 2 whole long-ass streams on him. And also, something Peanut didn't know at the time. Did you, Peanut? No, you didn't. Me and Belinda had already got into it the day before she ever interviewed Z. So my problem with Belinda and my irritation with Belinda, all that shit was occurring before the Zeeth interview. But here you are, Look at you. The title even. Sam Telfer and Yaba turn on Hillbilly Belinda after Zeeth interview. And you're up here. See, I was so right. She's just so jealous. They feel like they own it. I wonder who put this train of thought into Peanut's head back in December, because these are not thoughts that she's come up with on her own. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, Kimberlina, thank you for using the peanut emoji in chat. I'm going to make another peanut emoji, one using the only other known photograph of her where you can tell that she is out of her mind. I'm going to put that one up there because I just don't feel like this one properly represents what Peanut looks like in real life. But that's all we have for now, so go ahead and use it. Nikki PB, knowing that it was trash, contradicted what had been said in your messages, and also defended Chomos with no pushback to ring that bell to make Corbin cry. Thank you, Nikki P. Nikki P, that deserves to be on the board. Let's see, where were we? All right, continue, Peanut. Tell me all about myself and everything you know to be true.
As well, because while Sam interviewed this guy, Zeeth, as well, Belinda is...
Oh, thank you for acknowledging the fact that I had already interviewed the fellow as well. That is what she said, is it not? Let's see.
And I think there is a bit of jealousy there as well, because while Sam interviewed this guy, Zeeth, as well, Belinda is way more well-liked. She's more well-liked. There's such a difference in tonality of the
Is tonality a word? I'm not even going to look it up because chances are Webster's going to tell me it's a rare. What would it be? I don't know.
Interviews. I don't know about you guys, but if I had to choose one or the other, I'm going to watch Belinda's. But what's so...
Peanut and Gigi were telling Belinda not to trust you and Yaba, so she thinks she's right when she's missing a lot, like she normally does. Exactly, Lindsay.
So crazy and makes it even more...
Al's acrylic dentures says, okay, I take it back. Peanut does not sound alert. No, she doesn't. All right, I'm going to crank her back up. She sounds about regular, but definitely not alert. All right, we'll do 1.5. We don't have all day.
Ridiculous is you don't need to choose to only watch one. Why is there such a level of jealousy and entitlement and weird bad feelings when everybody can, like, can't you share? Can't you just both do an interview? Can't you?
I just want to know what is she talking about? What is she going on? What are you talking about? Like, I want to know what it was that I had done or said at this point, same day as my Cringe in September live stream. What exactly was it? Was it somebody coming in my chat saying, oh, you must be jealous of Belinda? Was that all it took? Well, those weren't my words, Peanut. Those were Bright's words. And what was her name? Miss Pickles? Boy, it's almost as if it was exactly what Nikki P said. Well orchestrated between certain key players. That's what it looks like to me in retrospect. Anyway. Oh my!
Both covering from your different perspectives, and both have something to add to the conversation, to the space. It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. Yo, we're gonna watch it too. We have to. Well, that's why I have it on screen, Sam's stream, because she's lying. She absolutely is lying. She's so very obviously talking about Belinda, but not naming names. And then when she's confronted, finally she says enough so that there's no question in anybody's mind that she's referring to Belinda. And then her chat confronts her and she denies it. She denies it. And she's like, no, you guys are crazy. Everybody wants to pin everybody against each other. Blah, blah, blah. So stupid.
Isn't that exactly what ended up happening? Just like I said.
Watch together because it's so blatant. It's so
sorry. She heard. I guess stupid asked me. I guess I have my window open and some other dog had the audacity to maybe walk by. I don't know. She heard something. My bad. That's why she was pissed. She had no wrench. They planned for her to go rogue after her quote unquote interview. Probably Nikki P. That's how she noticed it anyway. Show proof, P-Nod. As soon as the comments were made in your chat, people went running to Belinda. Yep. She went live the same time as me for her little giveaway thing. How coincidental. People told her to talk to you first, but she didn't. She went in immediately. She was ready for it. She didn't have to be told. She also sucks, and you can tell it. Anyway, you know what? I'm so glad that she has this up here with the chat, because this should show. I don't know if it's the replay. Will it show? I don't know. We'll see.
Blatant, and her double standards, hypocrisy, and deflection and backpedaling is on display so bad that it's an embarrassment that she would even ever try to deny that she meant Belinda, was referring to Belinda, has bad feelings about Belinda now as a result of that interview. Oh, we're going to watch it right now. And then we're going to read the comments.
The only thoughts or opinions I had about Belinda in that interview where it pertained to me is yes, it was annoying to see people saying, oh, Sam must be jealous of Belinda. For what? I'm doing the same shit now that I was back in December. I haven't gone anywhere. My channel's doing just fine despite losing 1,000 subs. Can you say the same for everybody else? No, you can't, can you? That sucks.
How should we do it? I couldn't decide this. If we should watch it and listen to it first and then address the Twitter comments.
Just like how This Kind of Life was ready when that fake Yaba went into his chat. Yes, Nikki P.
I think we should listen to it first, and then I'll read Twitter comments and I'll read the comments on the video. Gotta said, they acted like that because people on chat started the shit. Nah. If she was bitter, she was nah. You're bugging.
That's crazy because Gata is on this list. Gata chose their side, I guess, after this. That's interesting. What I'd be interested to know at what point Gata decided to stick with Team Belinda. Gata saying they acted like that because people on chat started this shit. If she was bitter, she was doing her best not to show it, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I might not.
Gata, we're going to watch together. Listen clearly, listen carefully. See, this is maybe why. Because I think maybe we should read Sam's comments first, because I think it's important to hear her claims before. Okay, yeah, let me read them. Because it's so unbelievable. Specifically, what she said on Twitter is so wrong. Hold on, I retweeted it. I'm just going to read it for now, and I'll put it on screen.
Oh, look what Gata said in the chat. Do you see this down here at the bottom? Let me see if you can see it. You can see it right there next to last comment. Says, P, it started on the farms yesterday. Really? And look at Steph. Fuck Belinda forever. Fuck yeah, fuck Belinda forever. And I was already on fuck Belinda forever before the Zeeth interview. Hence the reason Belinda coming to me in the fucking text messages 8 hours before the Zeeth interview talking about why'd you take my wrench. All of these things are true. I've proven them all. Steph. Yes, I had a problem with Belinda before the Zeeth interview. I proved that. Actually, Belinda proved that for you all, because Belinda's the one who texted Yaba hours and hours before the interview, on the same day of the interview. She texted Yaba first, then she texted me. What was the subject of the text messages? Why did Sam take my wrench? What was the timing of the text messages? She texted Yaba first, literally within minutes of Yaba super chatting BGTV. So the fuck of Belinda forever, that sentiment towards Belinda was already very, very well established and clearly established before the Z interview. But please, Peanut, continue. Tell us everything you know to be true in fact, please.
Green later, but I want you to keep this in mind as we're watching it, okay? Okay, so Vidal retweets some of Sam's tweets and says, Sam says, why would I care about anyone interviewing a dude who I already interviewed and hosted not 1 but 2 live streams about? Why on earth would I care if someone else interviews them after me? Make that make sense. You can't.
That's true. This Kind of Life and Peanut both admitted that they asked her why she was even doing a fundraiser after Belinda had told them that she was keeping Yaba and Sam at arm's length at a distance and keeping her eye on us. That's right. They both admitted, and she had no good fucking reason for it. They all, at one point or another, all of them admitted that they were fucking side-eyeing Belinda over that shit.
Because I don't necessarily think that that's the whole reason that you have an issue. And yeah, exactly. Explain. I can't understand in what way think that that's the point. Make that make sense. You can't. Because I don't necessarily think that that's the whole reason that you have an issue. And
it wasn't even part of the reason I had an issue. It would be different. It would be different if, I don't know, I had I had scheduled an interview with Z for the next morning, and she popped up Saturday night doing the interview with him first, like undercutting me after I put all this work into it. That would be one thing, but that's not the case. I had already made my content out of my private messages with Z, and I had his permission, despite him going later saying he didn't give me permission to share our messages. He absolutely did, and he absolutely knew that I was reading every word of our messages on my live streams 2 days in a fucking row. Hello.
Yeah, exactly. Explain. I can't understand it.
Every time Steph is modded, an angel gets their wings.
What realm? Like, what is the problem? It's you who needs to explain. Why is she asking the audience to explain? Like, you're clearly fucking butthurt over something. So you leave the people no choice but to make assumptions because it's so out of the fucking realm of normal fucking human adult shit. And then she says, yo.
How though? These tweets she's talking about are after all this happened. The tweets she's talking about were after this live stream. What the fuck are you talking about? God almighty.
Want a beef between
Yep. See, this is what happens when Sam keeps a lid on something and attempts peace. Won't make that mistake again. You fucking A right, I won't.
Of normal fucking human adult shit. And then she says, y'all want a beef between Yaba, Sam, and Belinda so fucking bad, you had to literally create some bullshit out of the weakest shit. Dose over an interview of someone I already interviewed twice? Laugh my fucking ass off. Comedy.
What? Whatever.
I mean, yeah, fuck a Belinda forever, but that ain't got nothing to do with Zeeth. Now does it, Belinda? Like, what does that even mean? They're just gonna deny that there's an issue with Belinda, blame the audience for creating an issue, and then at the end being like, yeah, well, fuck Belinda.
I denied that there was an issue over the Zeeth interview, dumb bitch. And then I said, but yeah, you're still either way about it. Fuck Belinda forever. But that has nothing to do with the Zeeth interview. Ain't that right, Belinda? Like, I don't see where you're lost. Where are you getting lost in this, Peanut? At what point did you not follow that?
Belinda for real, forever. Belinda knows why. Like, what? My neck is broken from...
Belinda does know why, and Belinda knew why. Belinda knew I took her wrench before she did that fucking interview. Are you kidding me?
Fucking whiplash. And she does this in the interview. Not the interview. She does this in the stream as well. Now we're going to watch the stream. Holy hell.
Girl, take a breath.
Hold on.
Yeah, or huff another.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at chat real quick before I do that. She took a stance in Sam's live chat demo. Supposedly last time with Tyrant's downfall, she was bullied and refused to be this time. What are we talking about there? Barnacle says Yaba was going off in Sam's chat, and yeah, she did say some stuff on Twitter. Yeah, we're gonna get after we listen to Sam's stream, we're gonna read all the tweets and I'm gonna put them on screen. Because they're bugging. They're such children. This is why, like, aside from their problematic behavior that doesn't involve Chantel, because there's many of those instances.
Steph in the chat down here. I can promise you Belinda has no fucking idea what this is all about. Sure, Steph. Sure. If that were the case, why did you feel the need to say this? I can promise you Belinda has no fucking idea what this is all about. Gee, I wish Steph hadn't had to take a break. Is she back? Has anybody seen Steph anywhere? Sure, Steph. That's how I feel about it. Owl's acrylic denture. Sure, Steph. That's just so weird. I don't see anything in the chat like that this would be like responding to. I can promise you Belinda has no fucking idea what this is all about. That's insanity right there.
But when it comes to
still missing in action for real? Interesting.
Fucking goal, the audacity to think you're going to be the arbiter of who and what is lol cowrie when y'all are two of the milkiest milk-giving fucking cows that I've ever seen in my life. Like, okay, you couldn't.
Yeah, we're the cows. Okay.
Not help yourself. I mean, I thank you for this gift of what, less than 24 hours after my last live stream where I doubled, triple, quadrupled down on my feelings. Thank you for proving me right.
Oh my God.
Oh, I thank you. You couldn't even help yourself, hey? Jesus. Yaba and Sam are thin-skinned, but that's the only thing about them. What? That's the only thing about them? Oh, honey.
It's the only thin thing about them. And she's sped up. Anyway.
You need to open your eyes. That's another thing.
Oh, Teddy Pig says, knowing that crowd, Steph is likely in rehab. Excellent observation, Teddy Pig.
Like, there's such a cult.
I don't think so. But 100th Gene, no.
mentality, and we're going to read the comments under the live stream as well. There are people who are willing, not only willing, but absolutely happy to completely eschew reality in loyalty to the cult.
I don't see Sama in chat. I see who is it? Steph saying high five, but I don't see her in chat. That's weird. Do you think she blocked me?
Cult mentality with fucking grown adult women. It's so yucky to look, to be a part of, and have my eyeballs witness. I hate it. I can't stand it. Tamaru says, I don't understand why people don't get that. You can build off each other rather than trying to be top dog or exclusive. It's
That's so funny considering the shit that Belinda was saying just the night before. I guess they went with the bitter hillbilly.
Because, listen, in this space, especially with those two individuals, when you don't have any talent, when you're not really adding anything to the conversation, when you're not doing revolutionary things, magnificent things, it is super easy to feel like your toes are being stepped on. Because I've said this for so long and everybody knows it. Anybody can do this. When the only
Wow, is this Peanut? Is this fucking Peanut talking about stepping on other creators' toes? Isn't she the one who has been going live same time as Belinda with Belinda's friend, Discounted Life, giving no fucks that she's stepping all over Belinda's toes? Have you guys noticed that there is like zero public interaction between Belinda and Discounted Life? Just something I took note of recently.
the only criteria for success.
She keeps taking Belinda's time slot. She does, doesn't she? With Belinda's friend Discounted Life on panel. And he totally gives it the green light. He's like, sure, no problem. She ain't gonna give a fuck.
In this space is that you need to hate the right people. That's not a tall order to fill. Anybody can walk into these shoes and do it. Yaba is not special. Sam is not special. Anybody can do.
No, what are you talking about? Yes, please. The more, the merrier. That's totally not a problem. Yulia, that bitch. Thank you so much for the super chat. Where's Peanut from? She sounds so pretentious with that Gen Z Valley girl wannabe accent. No, I think she's from like the Jersey area or something like that. New Jersey or something. Mm-hmm.
Exactly what they're doing, and they know it. They absolutely.
Thank you for the super chat, Yulia.
Know it. That's why they act the way that they do, because they're
Beglinda being Beglinda. LMFAO.
Always in defense mode. Always, because they're afraid they're going to lose their shit. Kate Winslet says it's shekels. It's always about shekels. Of course, that too.
Look at Kate Winslet, the nerve of her. What's that got to do with anything? Dino, thank you so much for the super chat. It's hard to extend credibility to someone named Peanut with the voice of an obese cartoon cat. That's so funny. Thank you for the super chat.
They feel like there's not enough to go around. Like, why? Dude, they're the kind of people who genuinely get upset when they see somebody who's usually super chatting them, and then they see the person super chatting, say Belinda, for instance. They'll look at the super chats that Belinda's getting and they'll say to themselves, well, that money could have gone to me. That money.
Is she fucking serious? Are you hearing the words coming out of this bitch's mouth? Is she fucking serious? Who thinks like that? This is like, it's almost like she pulled it. I don't know. Was Peanut always a fucking e-begging grifter on the internet, grifting for drug money? I think she probably has been. That's why she stayed around all this time, right? If she's even getting $20, $30 a week, obviously something. I just can't believe she'd say something like that. You mean like texting Yaba when she saw Yaba super chatting BGTV? Exactly. Projection, Maggie Liz. Always projection. Strawberry Fart Cake says Kate Winslet is Sergio Torres is Discounted Life's bestie. I thought that was Your Channel Is Next. That's what I heard. Or seen. Not what I heard. That's what I seen. Like, I actually seen the proof of it. Mm-hmm. The whole camp over there thinks just like that. Exactly. That's where there's the fucking grift gang, dude. The whole ass Griff gang. Hey, Hot Wasabi. Nice to see you here. I'm going to put the bell right there where you can reach it. Nikki PB Knowing says, you heard that Kate is Sergio? Really? Lisa Simpson says, your channel is next is Sergio. Oh, my word. Well, I guess you guys can work that out amongst yourselves.
You should have gone to me. Like, that's the
right, Lilith?
That's how it is. That's how it goes. It's so gross.
Oh, also your channel is next? Are you telling me that all the same, Lisa Simpson? That's interesting. Kalari said, I don't remember her begging when she was a T channel, but I lost track after the Tommy C. Nick Dorio back and forth she had years ago. She changed. Thank you for that, Kalari C. Thank you for the super chat. You were around back then to see that? That's crazy. That was a long time ago. When was that? Like 2019? 2018, 2019? I'm not sure. I'm not personally familiar.
Steph, I'm not going back. I don't even care. We're going to react to the video now. Dusty, just rewrite it when I come back when we talk about it later. It's time to listen to this. Here we go.
When we have instances such as this, you know, where people close to your favorite cow may have ties to them in real life and people. Oh, you and Peanut were both covering the Creep Show art stuff. Oh, right. I remember that. They just get a little, I don't know, starstruck maybe. And I guess that's, to be expected. Maybe it's just, basic human nature. I don't know, but let's just. Oh, yes, please. Let's watch this part. Absolutely. Because my point still fucking stands. Just because a motherfucker comes onto YouTube and starts talking to us about, our favorite cow, in this case, Zeeth breaking his silence. Him and Ron fell out. Zeeth broke his silence, willingly, voluntarily came over to the YouTube, started running his fucking mouth. Okay, fine, great. Run your mouth, Mr. Zeeth. Tell us everything we want to know about Ron and Clara and the dog pissing all over the house. But that doesn't mean you start fucking throwing money at them, especially people who have known and admitted substance fucking abuse problems, which Zeeth and his girlfriend Casey both did. Both have. You don't know those people. You do not know those people. You don't bring them over here onto YouTube and then not just encourage, but flat out ask your audience to start sending them fucking Cash Apps and PayPals. You don't know those people. For all Beg Linda knew, they could have went out after that, got a big old bag of heroin or something and PA'd. Same reason. Look, that was all I was fucking saying. I get that people, especially on YouTube, we get excited, we get starstruck, especially when somebody comes around who's dishing up the dirt on our favorite fucking cows, but it doesn't mean you just fucking start throwing them money. And it's not even, it wasn't even fucking Belinda's money, man. Although maybe Belinda saw it that way. Maybe Belinda's the one who saw it as her money and she's doing such a good thing, letting her audience, who otherwise would have been giving her the donos that night, give them to Zeeth and Casey instead. Here, take my money, Z and Casey. Anyway, about it. I'm so glad that you're playing this part, Peanut, and I really wish back on December 17th you would have gotten the message, because I don't think Peanut was making all that much money. Like, she was getting donos here and there. Obviously, it wasn't much because she had to continue to push her fundraising efforts for herself. She had to further her grift. She had to, we were talking yesterday about how why can't you just tell people, like, hey, if you want to support my channel, my Cash App's in the description. I appreciate it. My time is valuable. My time is money, or whatever, but no, it's always, oh, I need internet, or I need this, or I have this crisis, or whatever. No, it's all a fucking grift. And look, people are now throwing more money at Pistachio than they ever have before, all just to fucking stick it to Sam and Yaba, as if we give a fuck. That money that those people are giving to Peanut or giving to Belinda or giving to anyone just to spite us was never going to be our money anyway. So why do we care? Bitch, that's how we look at it. And that's how we've always fucking looked at it. Never, not once have I seen another creator, especially a motherfucker that I don't fuck with or I don't get down with, or especially not a motherfucker who has taken from me or my family or my loved ones like Belinda has, and thought, damn, that $10 super chat that Steph just gave Belinda, that could have been mine. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Greasy back bitch says, aren't you a recovering addict too? No, I have never been an addict. No. Zeeth admitted to Sam that he witnessed Ron doing meth, which meant him as an ex-addict was around meth. Then on Beglinda's stream, he denied it completely because Casey was with him. Thank you, Nikki P. Be knowing. Hope Peanut doesn't buy a baggie of horse not spiked with Fent. Journey to the pit, slap it down. Can someone explain to brain damaged discounted life that if YouTube Underground channel got... Listen, I'm not going to entertain that shit at all whatsoever. Thank you, Nikki P. Be knowing. They say that shit about me too. I don't understand if they think, I don't know. I don't even know what the purpose of saying shit like that is, but it's not true. If you say Peanut also knew that weirdo tipster too, I don't know who that is, Lilith. Hey, Life of a Trucker's Wife. Nice to see you. Anyway, please, yes, listen to my very valid, I still stand on this fucking point to this day, point that I made about not throwing money at motherfuckers on the internet and not asking your audience to give money to people on the internet just because they're stepping forward and spilling tea on your favorite fucking cow. Remember, okay? Zeeth is the same guy today, Sunday, December 17th, as he was last week, the week before that, and for the last 20 some years. Exactly, Effie Cujo. They were friends for 22 years. Just because this all ended spectacularly and precisely the way we all knew and predicted it would end.
Do you want to know why this particular line of bullshit that she's pretending to spew is so ridiculous? Why? What is the difference? And why is it any different? Sam cozying up to this individual and having an
See, now we know why Peanut had to take the stand she took on it, not just because of her long-standing, deep-seated alliance with a fucking discounted life, but she too has to protect the grift. She too had to ensure that people would continue to give her and Belinda and Z their fucking money. Who else? Straight talking Fedora chick. Who else, bitch? What was her name? Not Jessica Messica. Sarah Locklear. An ex-friend of Ron who couldn't keep his story straight. Let's all send him money in our full legal names. Great idea, Beglinda.
Interview. What is the difference between her doing it and Belinda doing it? Just listen to the things that she says. She is
said, the difference was very, very simple. I didn't offer Z and Casey money, financial gain. I didn't offer to drop their fucking PayPals and Cash Apps. I did none of that. That was the difference, dummy McDummerton. But now that we have taken the time to take a closer look at Peanut and take a good hard look back at Peanut's history on YouTube and the fact that year after year after year after year, she continues to get high on stream and nod out, and she has a massive substance abuse problem that she is funding through donos that she solicits from the people, from the viewers of this community. Now that we know all this, all this makes more sense, doesn't it? I didn't watch Peanut before. I mean, I knew who Peanut was. I knew that she had, that thing, I knew that had happened. I was like, wow, crazy. I had no idea that this was like the fourth time this has happened. Had no idea. I had no idea that she's over there renting a room in some halfway house or whatever it is you call where you rent a room and you have like a shared kitchen and a shared bathroom. I had no idea that's what was going on over there. And that she was grifting the community for fucking drug money. Now it all makes sense why she says what she says back in December about this whole thing. Journey to the Pit said, and she's been nodding off for years, but Discounted Life doesn't care about his friend.
Spewing such unfair, unrealistic double standards. I don't understand how anybody can take her seriously. I don't understand how not more people in chat did not call out her bullshit. However, shout out to those of you who did call it out. I was shocked to see it.
Look at these idiots, even this person in chat. So it's only okay for you to interview him then, Sam? The only thing I was talking about during this time on this panel was the fact that we shouldn't be giving money to people just because they step forward onto YouTube and spill the fucking secrets on our favorite cows. That's all I said. What's this got to do with the fucking interview? I don't give a fuck about the interview. But they just refuse to acknowledge that part of it, don't they? I wonder why.
I was pleasantly surprised to see it. And trust and believe you're going to be shunned forevermore.
Uncle Sal, Principal Todd. Look at my fucking chat. Whimsical Whimsy. Spit.
Living in reality and detaching your brain from the fucking communal groupthink.
Does not change the last 20-some years of Zeeth being friends with a fucking Ron Corbin. Let that sink in. Ron Corbin doesn't have friends. Nobody fucks with Ron Corbin. His family doesn't like him. His baby mamas don't like him. There's Lil Boots doesn't care either. She said on Twitter it wasn't a nod out and that Peanut's just a boomer who doesn't know how to end a stream. Wowzer. Hot Wasabi. People assumed it was about that interview. You never even said anything about it at the time. They didn't assume. That narrative was launched over on the Farms blog website forum before the interview even happened. And Gata in chat even said that in this chat up here somewhere. Look at Barnacles. Sam said straight up, fuck Belinda forever. Sure did. She didn't even do anything to her. Yes, she did. Yes, she did, Barnacles. So I wonder if now that Barnacles knows exactly what it was that Belinda did to not me, to us, I wonder if they feel differently about that. I don't know. Look at Barnacles. There's no other way to see it. Okay. Literally. Then don't. I don't need you to see it any other way. You see it exactly the way you want to, big girl. Nobody in that community that respects him. So the fact that Zeeth is self-proclaimed friend of Ronald fucking Corbin, what does that tell you about Mr. Zeeth? I'm just saying.
Okay, what does that tell you about Mr. Zeeth? Why did you cozy up to him? Why was it okay when you manipulate? She admits that she manipulated.
In Beglinda's interview, she was throwing out sly digs at Sam, saying they picked the better hillbilly and she was going to get shit for the interview. She was. We heard it.
Him, or she claims that she was only kind to him to manipulate him into an interview. Why is it okay if you do it, but it's not okay if Belinda does it? It's all about, and she says
nobody said it wasn't okay for Belinda to interview Z. I didn't care that she interviewed Z. It's interesting though that you're making such an effort to focus on your narrative. That's interesting. Even though you literally just listened to me say that literally all I was going to say about that interview is that we all need to just be careful and remember who it is we're dealing with, that these are friends of Ron fucking Corbin's, known admitted drug addicts in recovery or not, doesn't matter. You're still an addict. And we shouldn't just be fucking throwing money at them willy-nilly. That's what I said. You're fucking sitting here listening to it. You just played it. Yet here you are, completely ignoring all of that. Isn't that interesting? Look, there's Mudslicker. Fuck you, Mudslicker. Suzanka. Unprotected Lex. You can kiss my ass too.
We'll get to it. She says it's all about business, baby. Okay. It's all about business. Belinda was doing her business. Why is there rules? What different set of rules for you and yours? And then you're going to hold Belinda to no, go fuck yourself. Stop. I see you. We see you, bitch.
Don't get, it twisted from my messages back and forth with Mr. Z. Exactly, Teddy Pig. They focus on the interview because focusing on the money changing hands is their grift. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. It's purely business. Okay, I'm not cozying up to a fucking Z.
Yep, it's only business when Sam does it, but when Belinda does it, now they're best friends and they're getting married, and that means Belinda co-signs everything that he does and everything that he's ever done, and now they're family. Like, get the fuck out of here.
The Ron Corbin, just because they have Nikki PB knowing it was the giving money to ex-addicts to pay for your content after kicking the doors of Sam and Yaba. After stealing from kids and using the kid situation for personal gain. Thank you so much, Nikki B. Appreciate that. Got a falling out and they're no longer friends anymore. That's weird. Okay. This is the same fucking Z. I'm sure he's just as racist and bigoted and absolutely.
Now he's a racist and a bigot and he harms
Peapot Fairy. Exactly. It still blows my mind that once the real story came out, there was still such a fallout, especially from people who should know better and did know better. That's the thing, though, is them motherfuckers chose their side. There was no going back, and there is no going back.
Children, and he fucking crashed my mother's car. He kicked my aunt's dog. Like, are you kidding? All because Belinda, who she pretends to be a fucking friendly, like, yeah, you got some weak.
What is that? Who pretends to be a fucking friendly? Is that because she was about to say that she pretends to be a friend and you know good and fucking well we weren't friends? That's so weird.
Weak fucking sense of self, homegirl. Weak opinions of what you do here. If simply Belinda doing that interview bothered you to this fucking degree.
Bitch, to what degree? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna start working on shit. Like, yikes.
Absolutely fucking vile, degenerate, disgusting. I'm talking about Z and Casey and the fact that they're fucking drug addicts and friends of Ron Corbin. So why are we sitting here fucking throwing money at them? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I showed every single word that I exchanged with Z in my DMs over the course of 2 solid fucking days. And not once did I ever offer that motherfucker a dime, or did I offer up my fucking audience or Belinda's or yours or anyone else's to give them money, because they're still fucking Z and Casey, friends of Ron Corbin and fucking known admitted drug addicts. How fucking hard is that to follow? Oh, that's right. That's right, Peanut. So silly of me. Yes, of course. No wonder you don't want to get and understand that part. Same reason Belinda doesn't, huh? Jasmine says, replay gang gang. Peanut does not say anything. She grunts. Not the same Jasmine as the other in her chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, girl. As Ron Corbin. Peanut pretends to be friendly to Belinda. Meanwhile, she talks shit about her and also attacked her about being friendly with Yaba while wanting to invite Begs on her channel. That's true. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, no shit, Hot Wasabi. To what degree? You're the only one that seems bothered, Peanut. Couldn't keep his story straight about the meth or about what Ron did with his heater. Why should we trust him? Exactly, Lisa Simpson. She offered him those donos in her very first messages to him, if you believe her message timeline. Absolutely. And that was the first order of business once she got them on panel and went live an hour later. Well, I guess they chose the better hillbilly. No, you were the first one to fucking offer him money, you dipshit. That was the part that Yaba and I both found just absolutely fucking ridiculous and disgusting and pathetic. Pathetic. Oh, I got the drug addicts, friends of Ron Corbin, up on my panel because I offered them fucking cash money. Oh, but I'm the better hillbilly. I guess I'm a better channel. Okay, girl. All right. Well, I didn't offer him a motherfucking thing, and I got him to talk to me for 2 solid fucking days. He answered every fucking question I asked him. He answered, and I got him to give me permission to read every fucking word of it and display it on the screen, word for fucking word, to my audience over 2 days, 2 fucking live streams where I made plenty of money. Tell me again what I was to be jealous of. I didn't have to do shit for that motherfucker, but ask him fucking questions. And he told me everything. I didn't have to promise him nothing. I didn't have to come in here and be like, hey guys, here's my new friend Z and his girlfriend. Could you give him money in their Cash App or their PayPal? Somebody can one of my mods pin their PayPal? Can you guys pay them for being here? Because that's really what it boiled down to, right? Your fucking friends and audience, your chat had to pay Z and Casey to come on your panel. You what's the thing? Like attracts like or whatever. No one else offered their platforms and money, and where the fuck are Z and Casey? Nowhere to be seen. Now there's no more dollars. Exactly. You didn't drop a crackhead's PayPal. That's why he didn't come up. Exactly. We appreciate the tea, sir. That's about all. Exactly. They like Belinda the same reason the farms liked her. They could use her exactly how they wanted. Yep.
We appreciate the
Gosh, what's that feel like, Belinda? Never mind. I won't be able to relate.
tea, sir, when you give it to me, but when you give it to anybody other than me, you're a fucking racist and a bigot, and how you're disgusting because you were ever friends with Ron to begin with. Like, look at this shit. I cannot. It's so blatant and obvious.
And you know what though, Nikki P? So Nikki P says it went from introduction, Cash Apps and PayPals. Well, we're about done. The chat actually questions the chat actually asking questions of them. And you know what? The chat deserved to be the ones asking the questions, and Z and Casey, because the chat paid them to be there. So they should be able to ask any questions they wanted. Hold on. Oh, yeah. They also used, oh, yeah, that's right. They also, don't forget the date. It was December 17th, right before Christmas, bitch, literally the week of Christmas. And they got up there with their PayPals and their Cash Apps, grifting in their grandkids' names, saying that they needed money for their grandkids' gifts. How much you want to bet not a single fucking penny of that money was spent on fucking Christmas gifts for their grandkids? Yeah, sure. Z and Casey, I'm sure they went straight out to the fucking Walmart and bought gifts for the grandkids. Where's my soundboard? I need my press X to fucking doubt.
Fucked up to me that the whole chat is not uniformly and universally being like, what the fuck is this? What do you mean? What do you say?
I mean, do we even need to watch the interview again to prove everything me and my chat is saying is absolutely 100% factual? Do you guys want to watch the interview next after this? Let's be quiet and get through it.
Right now. And I say again, shout out to those of you who do start to wake up and say stuff like, yikes.
We don't do enemy of my enemy. Absolutely not.
Yeah, you do.
Excellent point, Fanny Jean. Grifting for Christmas gifts, but offering Ronald to buy the attic cash money.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's the only reason why you and Belinda were ever cool to begin with.
Hey, Nikki Hatfield. Glad you're back. I'm glad you're feeling better. Welcome.
Like, what? Like, what do you mean you don't do enemy? That's all you do. All you do is enemy of my. Are you kidding?
Now, if, other creators, Clary says, sure, I love the follow-up where you bodied Belinda with facts. Thank you, Clary. I'm going to go make frenzies with people who have, had lifelong friendships with a Ronald Corbin. Yes.
Okay, keep in mind, guys, I need you to keep in mind, listen to everything she's saying. We all know she means Belinda. Who else could she mean? Why would she? Oh, it's just a coincidence that she just happens to be saying this right after Belinda conducted a fucking interview and matches almost everything to a T that she's saying ambiguously without mentioning names. Like, stop! Don't do all this and then try to backpedal it and say you don't mean Belinda. Say it with your motherfucking chest and call her out her name. Fucking big gangster. See, I always thought Sam was a G. Apparently not. Apparently not with all this pussyfooting around and shit. And then denial and fucking...
Listen to Peanut go. Vash says, you have no proof they didn't spend the money on their grandkids. I have all the proof I need right in front of my eyes. All I see is a motherfucking grift gang as far as the fucking eye can see over there. That's all the proof I need, Vash.
Yeah.
Please, by all means, make frenzies. Birds of a feather flock together. Yes, yes. So there's that. There's that. Just to kind of keep in the back of your mind. It sounds like Z was unaware of some of the fuck shit that Ronnie Boy was doing, though. Lunar Flower Child, if you believe that, then you must also believe that Ron and Clara are truly, deeply, madly in love, and that they are the power couple of
that is such a disgusting tactic. Somebody in chat comes and brings some reality into the overhead and is like, being a kind, charitable human being to this man, and is like,
look at Tommy R in the chat. Belinda is a genuinely good person. She had no ulterior motives with this. Thank you for that, Tommy R. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he knew all of his online activities, because who the fuck would know?
Hold on down here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's Gata. Gata says, yes, Belinda wanted their story while Sam is more like gossip. Is that really what she wanted out of the interview? When we click over and we watch the Belinda Zeeth interview, Gata, is that what we're going to see in here? I don't think so. Did you watch the interview the night before this chat, Gata? I don't think you did.
I have my eyes on this space, and unless you are actively always paying attention and reading everything, even I don't know fucking 75% of his online activities. But she's going to sit here and try to assume that this man, just because they're friends in real life, knows his online activities. Let me ask you a question, chat. How many people in your real life
he participated in Ron's fucking online shit? You mean to tell me that Ron Corbin didn't sit around running his cocksucker to his friend, his buddy, his pal, his business partner, Z, about that Ron lives and fucking breathes fucking his online life. That's all he has. There's nothing else. Oh, but yes, please. Argue against me on that, Peanut.
Aware of your online activities. She's a fucking bullshit artist. She's pulling things out
Hey,
of her.
Tragic, what's on your channel? Oh, you don't need to put out your cash apps either. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I released the DMs of Peanut talking to AK and Tragic. She says to me in them that everyone she is associated online with is trash and wanted me to go do different content with just her. Really? I'll have to check that out, Tragic. Thank you.
Her ass. And just the tactic. When this chatter brought up this, good point, Sam tries to make a false equivalency and says, well, if you believe this bullshit, then you must also believe that Negs and DC are in love. Like, what? How did you leap from this to that, you fucking imbecile? Like,
exactly. They're both the most far-fetched, absolutely ridiculous fucking things I've ever heard. What do you mean? She's extra grunty like Jack.
Yeah.
Jack is such a grunty little beefcake. I love him so much. This entry, and they're going to build a business empire out of Connorsville, Indiana. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna tell me that Z has been a friend.
Oh, do you mean like how you
11
and
months
y'all are gonna build a business fucking empire off of your Negs hate channel and fat bitch hypocrisy channel? Like, relax, dude. I agree with you. Birds of a feather. Y'all are birds of a feather.
Like, oh, good to hear that old 10-pack a day Peanut agrees.
Yo, you know the saying, when the biz stares back, a lot do? Like, we've been there long ago when it comes to Sam and Yaba. Like, it's a mirror image of each other to differing degrees, but y'all are the same. That's why you hate each other the way that you do. Ugh.
Friend of Ron's for 20 some years, a bandmate who was well aware of Ron, who in Ron's life, let's be real, who in Ron's real life doesn't know? Listen to these, look at these assholes in the chat. I stay out of her business. Oh, Tommy says, I keep my family out of everything I do online, even my fiance. And then, my friends have no idea what I watch on YouTube. They don't even know my name on here. Okay, well, that's not the case over there with Z and Ron. Or it wasn't, I should say. Was it? So why are you even saying dumb shit like this? Was Z not? Well, maybe you guys didn't follow, right? Because your Peanuts audience, your Beg Linda's audience, and God knows they weren't covering Ron adequately. They weren't following along on Rumble. And what's that other one called? The Live Me. So maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know how much Z was online with Ron and involved in it. I mean, I guess. Hold on. Tragic says the DMs we had with Peanut proves what she is doing right now is for the grift. She stands for nothing. Her dude left her, and she even asked Negsy Poo's Discord for money for H. Is that in these screenshots that you have on your channel? Peanut said she got robbed in the city and couldn't get back home and needed $300. Oh my fucking God. So it's always been about the grift for Peanut, the known drug addict, actively abusing substances and nodding out on stream. Shut the front door, says the grunting ground. Peanut and Ron have more in common than Yaba and Sam have in common with him. Thank you, Lisa Simpson. What does 10-pack a day mean? She sounds like she smokes 10 packs of Marlboros a day. 10-pack a day Peanut. Bunneth 100 Jean says, thank you for doing the Lord's work, Sham. You're welcome. Hey, Shane RK, nice to see you. Ron vents to his teen kid about the internet, but he protects Z from internet BS. Sure, Jan. Thank you. Excellent point, 1027 Anno. That he is up to fuck shit on the internet. Like, are you kidding me? Ron's been doing this for the better part of 15, 16 years online. There's literally, somebody just sent me the link, which I've had this old YouTube channel of his. We've watched some videos from it in the past. But this old ass YouTube channel of Ron's dates back, I kid you not, like 16 years. And you're going to tell me that this friend that Ron's known since he was 16 years old had no idea the fuck shit that Ron does on the internet? Give me a fucking...
I'll say again. If you, to understand how fucking ridiculous what she's trying to assume of this guy Zeeth, think of yourself. Think of the friends you have in real life. How many of them are even aware of your online presence? And then think of to what degree. Like, you're bullshit, Sam. You're bullshit. You know you're bullshit. Please stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Bad.
Yeah, okay. Peanut pretended she got robbed and grifted for an Uber. Funny how they didn't take her phone in that robbery. Right. Excellent point. Hold on. Look. This is all Ronnie on the YouTube interview part 1, 16 years ago. January 30th, 2007. No, you're not going to tell me Zeeth didn't know about Ron's fuck shit on the internet. Absolutely not. So what does that tell us about Zeeth? That Zeeth is very well aware.
Then why was it A-okay when you talk to him? When you do 2 streams covering him? When you admit that you cozied up to him with purpose? Why is it okay for you?
Because I didn't offer him money or bring him on my panel asking my audience to give him their money. Surely Peanut's watching. Are you watching, Peanut? Are you listening? Are you hearing my words?
Oh, but it's not okay for Belinda. You're allowed to make money, but Belinda's not. Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
That Ron is a degenerate piece of shit and that he's a degenerate piece of shit on the internet and that he needs to get ahead of that when making the rounds over here on the internet. Miss Pickle says, come on. Now, come on, Sam, you were acting all buddy when he was talking to you on Facebook. Is it because Belinda had a stream with him? First of all, Miss Pickles, I mean, how should I have approached this man in his Facebook DMs? He doesn't know me from anyone on the internet. And I want him to open up to me, feel comfortable talking to me.
Listen to everything she's saying. Not only is she admitting to being deceitful and manipulative towards this man, and then somehow disparaging him like he's a bad person, but even if you agree and you think that that's okay to do,
tell me literally
why isn't it okay if Belinda did the exact same thing? I'm not saying she did, but you know what I'm saying? Just listen to what she says. She is giving herself a pass, writing different rules for herself than she is for Belinda, and it is completely fucking unfair and ridiculous.
Everything and not hold back anything. Why on earth would I not speak to him in that manner and quickly develop a rapport with him? I mean, it's interesting that you see it that way, Miss Pickles, or that you would even make that sort of suggestion. That's interesting. I'm not really sure where you correlate. Is it because Belinda had a stream with him? I mean, Belinda can do whatever Belinda wants to do with whomever she wants to do it with. Has absolutely no effect on me over here. Brandon the Possum King, self-admitted friend with the talent lunatic. Exactly. Thank you so much for the cash app. Very good. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, Peanut, calm down. Go down to the Best Buy, get you some air duster and chill out, girl. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I would say yes, we're very jealous of Belinda's dream. There, it's out there. We will never recover. You don't go into a conversation. Yeah, what am I supposed to fucking DM him and be like, hey, I know that you are more than likely just as big of a piece of shit degenerate.
I don't know if it's jealousy. You remember what that chatter said? I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's something. It's definitely something because she's too defensive. She's too like, stop it, bro. We see you. We hear you. You're not that good at this. You're not good at lying and pretending you're not feeling what you're feeling, homegirl. You should really decide to go with reality. You're better at that. And I personally would respect you more if you just said it with your fucking chest and said why you were upset. Like if you're going to put your fragility on display.
But now that it's all come out and the reason why I was so upset now that we all know that, can you understand why I wasn't saying it at the time? Because look what happened and look where we all are now, right? Oh, well, 1027 Anno, thank you so much for gifting 5 Shamrock memberships. Bad Boy Tragic, Hot Wasabi, Nikki Hatfield, Shut the Front Door, and Amber. Welcome. Shake him out of the tree, motherfuckers. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Please own up to it, because I assure you the assumptions that I'm making and that everyone else is making about you are probably far worse than the truth. So wear your fucking fragility proudly, homegirl.
Racist bigot of a loser as your lifelong friend, Ron. But please talk to me, answer all of my questions, and tell me everything you know.
Are you fucking kidding? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Oh my God, did she really say that, Fanny Jean? Belinda really said that she should rename her channel The Farms News because she knows she's scrambling for content over there now. That's what I heard. I heard that she has resorted to reading from the farms is her content. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. I love that for her.
I can't.
We're jealous bitches, Sam. That's all it comes down to.
Well, because you just said what you just said and are talking the way that you are, I think you might be. Like, I didn't think she was jealous until just now. And it's her own fault.
That's right. Please help. Now we have both the gunt and the grunt. God bless.
Oh my God, you are jealous, but it's something else too. Ugh.
Of whom and what for why?
I don't know, bitch. You tell us, weirdo.
No, bitch, you tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to be jealous of over there of Belinda. Then, now, or at any point in time. Hey, baby bop, nice to see you.
Ugh. Gonna ask the fucking chat why your grown ass, 50-year-old ass, is jealous of Belinda?
I'm 47. Belinda's 1 year older than me. Can y'all believe that? 1 year older than me, and she looks like that. I'm just saying. She looks like she's a lot older than me, you know?
You tell us, homeboy. Yuck.
Z said he had multiple people. Yeah, Z told me he had multiple people reach out to him. And I'm not shocked. I mean, that is to be expected. I'm quite sure Owl was in the DMs. I'm quite sure. Of course, I'm sure Belinda was. I'm sure BGTV admitted. I'm quite sure Petty Fam was in there. I'm sure GP was in there. Hold on. Nikki P, I missed your comment altogether. She said that's what Sarah Locklear is doing for 9 people earlier, reading the farms. No fucking way. I love it. Right, say, I knew you were going to be like this.
In the DMs. Ew. And do you want to know, did you hear all those channels that she just called out? I cannot believe who just comes in.
Oh my goodness, Tragic is dropping the bombs in the chat, man. Says, hey, P-Nod, remember how I had to play mediator between Discounted Life and you? Really, Tragic. Presumably in the Discord. Surely there's screenshots of that. You know, we haven't had a good old-fashioned dramatic reading in a while. You guys want a dramatic read Peanuts DMs with AK and Tragic sometime? It is in those DMs? Okay. Uh-huh. Maybe we'll have to bop over there today.
Between their legs and says, no, I promised I didn't. No, I definitely did not. Wait, watch. Ugh.
I am always so aggressive. And Rocco says Big Linda was begging the chat to send her content to play. Please send me info on these people. They pay memberships to do the work, then watch her profit from their work. Gotta love that, Rocco. Love it. Confrontational. Who am I being? Was I being aggressive and confrontational with whom?
Yes, you are on the low. Like, bro, you don't have to be
Farms Report starring Beg Linda.
Rocket scientist to know that sometimes aggression does not look like yelling. Sometimes aggression, when you're a puss bag, sounds just like this. It's called passive. It's called being passive aggressive. It's called trying real hard and failing to pretend you're unbothered. That's what you're doing. And yes, that's what aggression looks like sometimes too. Fucking genius.
Sam is merely saying, remember Z was Neg's friend for a long time, willing to put up with Neg's BS. Obviously, Sam wouldn't be a dick to him, but we ain't sucking it either. Hell no.
So I gotta say again, I'm gonna keep reiterating every time it's necessary. Why is it okay what Sam did to get into this dude's good book and to make things nicey nice for the interview's sake? But why isn't Belinda extended that same fucking grace? Come on.
This is our opinions and we're not supposed to share them because you don't like them, I guess. Oh, BGTV says, I promise I wasn't.
Bro, BGTV, homie, honey, what the fuck? Like, yo, y'all know I like BGTV. But fucking why? What made you feel that you had to come in here, tuck your fucking tail tightly between your fucking thighs, your man thighs, and fucking saunter around and be like, no, it wasn't me. I promise it wasn't me. Like, ew, yucky. Ugh.
I don't know what that was about. Don't care. Yeah, but you can share them. But while I don't want to cozy up to Z or give him money, I knew she'd be bitter about Belinda's stream. Why are you coming into my stream on this beautiful Sunday morning and automatically assigning a word like bitter to my thoughts or opinions on Belinda's stream? I don't have thoughts or opinions on Belinda's stream. I haven't watched it because I was in bed when it went down. I got up this morning.
I don't believe that for a second. Do you want to know why I don't believe she was sleeping?
Girl, please. BGTV scammering for the approval of a woman that wanted to hate crime a black woman and is nodding out on multiple streams. Pathetic. Well, Journey to the Pits, there's a word for that. Because Sam didn't offer up her audience's Christmas cash for it. Exactly. Discounted Life went off to AK and me about P-Nod and dropped his DMs with her and said she was either crazy or on drugs. We have that too, but it's in our group chat we have downloaded. I would like to see that as well. That'd be really juicy. I'd really, 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 really like to see messages containing Discounted Life saying how he really feels about Peanut. Tragic. See, aren't you guys glad that I don't cave to peer pressure and that I have formed not only an alliance, but dare I say, an online um, mutually respectful friendship, a friendliness with Tragic and AK and some of their closest friends? Look at the sweet, sweet milk. And it's all factual. None of it is made up or fabricated or photoshopped. Mm-hmm. Skyfield Cheat says, let's not get carried away now. It's fine. Listen, totally fine. See, Shelly Ray says it's awesome. I agree.
Because she makes it kind of known that she's aware of what occurred in Belinda's stream before anybody mentions it in chat. Just keep listening.
That's right, Clary C. No twisting narratives here, just receipts. Just receipts.
She makes it.
Lindsay says, and Sam didn't have to pay anyone. LOL. That's very true.
Clear that she was aware or is aware that somebody shared his PayPal in Belinda's stream. How do you know that if you didn't watch? Like, yikes.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even know I'm responding to this shit. It was obvious Yaba watched. She was the one talking shit on Twitter before my live stream. Did you forget that part? Were you nodded out during that part? Like the screenshot Discounted Life had on his screen throughout his snipe of Sam. Fake, fake, fake. Yep, those fake tweets that they made trying to nail me and Yaba on some ridiculous shit. This morning, had coffee with my woman and decided to do a live stream because Ron finally has one of my streams up while he's live, and I'd love to see what he has to say about it. But I just want to remind everybody. It's okay, listen.
Not to mention, too, if shit was all cool, tell me not. If she was all cool with.
Look at Hillbilly Belinda in the chat. Y'all, it's okay. Ain't that deep for me. Once bitten, twice shot, Sarah. What the fuck are you talking about? Beg Linda. Look at her already working it. Wicked Crafter P-Nod. Where's your sober intellect? Thank you for the super chat.
Belinda doing this interview, wouldn't you assume, like I would, that she would cover Belinda's interview? Because they're two different people. Obviously, they had two different conversations. And because of she's all over every single thing that occurs in regards to Negs, DC, anything in this space, she's all over it like flies on shit. But she chose, for some reason, not to cover or mention the interview that somebody who everyone else believed was a fucking friend up until this point. Like, none of it makes sense. None of it.
The only reason I'm reminding people of this has absolutely nothing to do with Belinda or her stream.
No one believes you. Like, if you're gonna lie, you need to do a better job at lying. Straight up. You need to do a better job.
Or the fact that Belinda had Zeeth on panel has nothing to do with Belinda at all whatsoever. Okay, let's say Zeeth. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Okay, then who are you talking about?
Wicked Crafter. Thank you so much for giving 5 Shamrock memberships. Welcome new members. Baby Bop, Loki Funk, Cinnamon Toast Clout, Gothic Queen, and I don't know. Welcome. Thank you so much. Shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em. She thinks she did you a favor letting the 26th April shit go. Oh, really? Thank you, Nikki PB, knowing I didn't realize that. Lasha Jean, thank you so much for gifting 5 Shamrock memberships. Donnie, Michelle, Skull Faces, Jean, Facey, and Love Not Hate. Welcome. Thanks, guys. Shake them out of the tree, motherfuckers. Nobody's on the list, are they? I'm just scanning real quick. I don't see anybody. Discounted Life is now threatening to privacy strike Sam's thumbnails. AK, why would Discounted Life do such a thing? And how? What do you mean? Privacy strike my thumbnail. I wish you would, you weird looking little man. I wish you would. You better knock that shit off, sir.
Talk for how many minutes already? She began at 24. Okay, it's now 33. So you spoke for almost 10 straight minutes ambiguously about Zeeth and people who now are cozying up to him. Who the fuck did you mean? If not,
no, she said once bitten, twice shy, I think.
Not Belinda. You're lying. Stop. Stop.
Yamano Zami, thank you for giving 1 Shamrock membership. Welcome, Linda Layton. Shake him, guys, for having his and Peanuts photos. Where is he saying this? AK, are you for real? Say Zeeth had accepted my invitation to come on my panel, and I had done the interview with Zeeth last night at some ungodly hour. Let's say it was Owl who had Zeeth on panel and interviewed him. And it was a great time. A great time was had by all. It doesn't matter. That's true, Fanny Jean. In that interview, Z said, if they've done their time, then leave them alone, referring to child sex offenders, defended chomos, predators, pedos. But the chat gave him money because Belinda asked him to. That's pretty fucking sick, Belinda and friends. Wouldn't you agree? No matter who had Zeeth on their panel last night for the interview.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you for 1 second. I don't believe you.
It was a great time by all. I would still be reminding this community of the same thing the morning after, which is, let's not forget that Zeeth was friends with Ron in real life for 20-some years. And none of that has changed. And the reason why.
What's the difference? Is this unplugged? Shit.
I would, again, be reminding the community as a whole of that the morning after. Okay, shut up. I just told myself to shut up. Okay, hold on. What is this nonsense? Mr. Ground, the GG80. Sam has me in 7 thumbnails now. Sam struck Pistachio for having her in 1 thumbnail. If I return the favor on Sam's 7 thumbnails, does that mean we all get a little piece for a week or 2? Dude, I didn't privacy strike Pistachio's thumbnail because of my image. I copyrighted her thumbnail because she literally screenshotted my thumbnail and slapped it up there for her stream. And you can't do that because that was my original work. I created it in Photoshop myself. You can't just screenshot somebody else's thumbnail and use it as your own. So, I mean, please report 7 thumbnails of mine for having your picture of them. See how fucking far that goes, you fucking idiot. About as far as your friends grifting. Sucker. All right, where was I? Lord have mercy.
Whatever it was, I just don't understand what the fuck is the difference. And I'm going to keep saying it as many times as I need to because she keeps referring back to it. What is the difference between what Belinda did and what she did? What is the difference? Why is there an assumption now that him and Belinda are best friends? That she now co-signs everything he's ever done, everything he'll ever do.
Deja Blue says all you'd have to do is move Discounted Life's eyes closer together. Problem solved. Both transformative and you could deny it's him. That's funny as shit. Hey, Luna.
And is celebrating him as a human.
Wait, I just want to bring this up on screen to show everybody. Because I know I've shown it before, but since we're here now and we're talking about all of this all over again, this is a screenshot of the text message between me and Belinda the same day as the Z interview, hours before the Z interview. What time did it start? Like 9:30. So 7 hours before the Z interview. And as you can see, she had texted Yaba before that. She even says Yaba said text you, and she did. She texted Yaba a couple hours before that. I don't know why it took her a couple hours to get the balls up to finally text me, but whatever. See there? Saturday, December 16th, 2:30 p.m. Yaba said text you. This is Belinda. My wrench is gone, and I was wondering what the fuck I ever did or whatever. I said, LMAO, Yaba said, text me. Well, why for you went to Yaba and not my DM box? Because see, she didn't have my phone number. We weren't friendly. Then she says, I didn't think anything about it, really. I'm here now, so what the fuck? You're a grown-ass fucking woman. 1 year older than me. Two grown-ass fucking women. And you got a problem with me, and you want to know why I took your fucking wrench, and you went to my woman, who, by the way, is 7 years younger than me, 8 years younger than your ass. I'm just saying. But we're all grown ass fucking women, all in our fucking 40s. And you're running to my fucking wife, asking her why I took your fucking wrench. But anyway, point is though, see, there was bad blood between me and Belinda long before she did the Z interview 8 hours after this text message. 8 hours after this text message. There was already bad blood. And you see, even when she came to me, I'm sure you can read and feel my fucking energy in this text message. And that's why Yaba said to text me. Because when Belinda texts Yaba, she didn't say shit to her. She's like, man, you need to talk to Sam. Like, what the fuck are you doing coming to me? You've texted the wrong motherfucker. Anyway, there's that. Just wanted to remind everybody that there was plenty of fucking bad blood between me and Beg fucking Linda before she did the Z interview 8 hours after this fucking text message. All right. Let me find my stream again. I'm not going to go over those DMs that Tragic put on his channel today. I need to look over them first. It's like an 18-minute video and I'm already an hour and a half into this. So I'll look over them, and then what's today? Thursday. Maybe tomorrow we'll read them. That'll be fun. Why is she using Belinda to make points when she recently said she was a bad person for going in real life on people? You look so dumb, Julia. That's Peanut's name's Julia. Anyone remember when she put a side-by-side on stream of her and Negs to show how bad Negs looked for his age? Next to her, and it was tumbleweeds in the chat. No, I don't, Nikki P. But if you could get the link and the timestamp to that, I would sure like to see that shit. Tragic says, yeah, definitely look them over first. I will. Thank you.
And being all around all together.
I know, Carly, but I'm here now. What the fuck?
Like, stop. The fucking double standards, the hypocrisy, the fucking irony, it's off the motherfucking chain. Off. And I say this like, yo.
No, Belinda's 1 year older than me.
I'm so happy for those of you who are capable of seeing this because of how blatant it is. But this is not the first.
You know what I find so funny is there's a whole lot of talk about Sam and Yaba's wedding pictures and what we wore and what we looked like and all that shit. Did we ever see a picture of Belinda on her wedding day just last year? No. Has anyone seen a wedding picture from Belinda? Even a picture of Belinda on her wedding day? Anything like that? Thank you, Nikki P.
First time that Sam and Yaba have done this. It's not even the first time they've done it to Belinda. Like, yo, this is what I mean it when I say I was
somewhere around there, Teddy Pig.
Being a good friend to Belinda with my opinions from the past.
Wait, whoa, what? I want to hear what she says there. Hold on.
Done it to Belinda. First time that Sam and Yaba have done this. It's not even the first time they've done it to Belinda. Like, yo, this is what I mean it when I say I was being a good friend to Belinda with my opinions from the past. This is now a pattern now. They devalue Belinda as a.
Oh, Nikki Hatfield, I forgot you've been gone and just come back. Thank you so much. I mean, you have to look at both of our Twitters.
Person. I don't know why. I can only make assumptions based on their behavior, what they say, what they don't say, how they act. But it's like, what the fuck, man? People need to open their eyes. These two are some of the juiciest fucking cows going. That's why.
You're so funny. You're so funny. More projection, huh, Peanut? I love that.
It's hysterical that they think that they can be the arbiter of who or what is a fucking lolcow. Like, you're the lolcow to me, homies.
Interviewed Z is because says she who grifts for drug money and nods off on live frequently. As I said already in this stream, I prefaced it by saying we as a community have a habit of, a tendency to, a history of. Rocco says, imagine that. ATX and Sean are the only two weird enough to force their wedding photos on people. That's so funny. Forgetting that certain people are actually, like, you know, certifiably documented pieces of trash, regardless of whether or not they, came to our community and paneled up and dished out the sweetest.
Why do I have to keep saying this? Why does she
imagine being a duster huffer calling someone else a juicy cow?
Repeating the same thing in slightly different ways. It's because it's a fucking cult tactic. It's a cult mentality tactic to try and ensnare the fucking mentally weak into your fucking train of thinking. Like, yuck. She's going to keep repeating the same shit in slightly different ways. For those who didn't get it the last time, maybe they'll get it this time. It's so disgusting.
Yeah, if you're not fucking understanding what I'm saying, like the first time I say it, yes, I'll rephrase. What's the problem with that? I'm not following.
Dishonest. And I'll say again, why is it different when you do
No
it?
shit, Tea Overflow. That's true. Peanut's giving the best milk I've seen this year. For real. Dude, Yaba's been telling me for months that Peanut's a fucking cow gold mine. Carly said ATX is built like a Russian nesting doll.
Why is it different for Belinda?
Absolutely.
The milk
Laurie.
and the dirtiest of
Absolutely. Green sequin robes. Absolutely. Yes. I'll look into that.
on the people that we, hate the most. We have to remember Z is attic adjacent. End of. No different.
Honey, you are
Yes,
attic
Deja Blue.
adjacent. Are you kidding? You are birds of a feather. You live in the attic. You live across from the attic and peep in each other's windows all day and night long. She thinks she's going to tell anybody who's attic adjacent. It's you. It's you. It's you and your girl down to such a T that y'all even met under the same circumstances. Y'all are a mirror image of each other, just to a little bit less of a degree.
Or anything like that. So
The lack of self-awareness is so.
I'm sorry that some of
Did
you may have
you
taken
just
that
say
as Sam's
My
bitter.
lack of self-awareness. Lori Lou, no shit.
This morning because
Hi, babe.
Belinda
I
did an interview with
heard.
V.
How did that
Honey,
happen?
you are so bitter.
That rat bastard motherfucker of a dog. Bring him to me. He snorts. I want them to hear him snorting. Exactly. Hi.
Oh, he's not going to snort all the same.
Hold on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Beefcake.
He's so freaking cute. Go to your mother. Take this one with you too.
Here. What's this? Oh, hard thing.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, Minnie.
Did you hear him snorting? He's the cutest thing ever. Get out of here. Look, they're fighting. Go on. Okay. They went so fast. Lord have mercy. He's such a snorter. I got a video. I have to look at it again. What the hell was that? Oh. An aerosol can fell over and hit the side of my desk. Lasha Jean says down payment on Jack CPAP. Thank you so much for the super chat, Lasha Jean. Thank you so much. He's gonna need it. Where was I? Oh yeah, back to you, Peanut. We're gonna wrap this up in a minute. I really want to go watch the Z stream again or the Z interview again. Don't you guys?
And listen, we're adults here. So you're saccharine, sweet, fake, passive-aggressive, fucking wannabe.
Yeah, shut up. I want to see this Z interview that we're all supposed to be jealous of. I know we watched it before, but I want to watch it again. I'm gonna skip past the intro. That should be it. Thanks for the look at all the fucking timestamps she put in there. Look at that. Who helped her with this? I know she didn't do this herself. I mean, she's got it down to like 30-second intervals, and then nothing. Look, Casey's mic. What does that mean? What does Casey's mic mean for the rest of it? It's like half the damn stream. Anyway, let's watch it. Plutz Magoots, thank you so much for joining Memberships Forever, a basic Betty. Nikki P. Be Knowing says, I have notes. Thank you, Nikki P. I have no doubt. Boy, Nikki P has watched this interview, dissected it, written it down, taken notes, studied it, memorized it. I fucking love it. Mm-hmm.
Well, hello, fellas. I see we got the wrong thumbnail because I've been busy, okay, over here getting some things together, doing this and that. How you all doing? We got to change plans. It's not a double wide queen stream. Hell no. We got something for you special for you tonight.
Why does she sound so bad? Is that just me, or does she sound like she's talking in a tin can? Was this before she got her new mic? Was this before old Creek native girl shelled out like $600 for a new mic? Wow, she did sound like shit.
I was contacted earlier by Zeth and Casey. And they are backstage waiting to come on stream and tell their.
That's true. Our Panda Perpetual Pondu. If there is one entertaining detail in Belinda's Zeeth interview, it's that Ron likes to pretend there's an intruder and draw his gun, his loaded weapon, no doubt.
Their side of the story. So we do actually have them on panel. Let's see. But let me say hello to Ian's here. Let's see what.
Shut up, Rocco. Rocco said the last Z stream I saw, he was showing his guitar that he painted his Cash App on within the first 5 minutes or so. Beg Linda taught him good. I have to see it. Is it Z's Axe Shed? I don't even remember. Z's. There. I think I have it. Hold on. Sure enough, that's 1 month ago. Let's see what the most he only got up to 385 subs. 2 months ago, when they took a walk through Connorsville live, it's only at 1,000 views. This is 2 months ago. I don't know if that's it or not. He might have took it down. He's only got 2 on here. Yeah, there's nothing painted on his guitar. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Oh my God, it's right there. You aren't kidding. Look. It's his freaking Cash App, or maybe that is. I don't know, but I see what you're talking about. I want to see like the whole thing. Because isn't the Cash App up? Yep, there it is. His Cash App. And then what's that? Twitter? Lord have mercy. The shame. Yes, Hot Wasabi. Ron has a freaking gun. Can you believe it? Several. All purchased by DC, allegedly, according to her. Donate for the talent and all. Okay, where was I? Not there. Okay, back here.
What the hell's going on? We had Ms. Shell, Cranky Pasta, Damon Amber. Good morning. I do want to say, though, I did turn off super chats and etc. Here on this.
Why? Like, why would you turn off super chats for the Zeeth and Casey interview and not a freaking fundraiser for somebody in the community whose 3 young children's dad suddenly died? Make that make sense. Belinda, you have never answered that, have you?
Straight. Hold on a second. I'll get some shit together. Because I told Zeeth and Casey that a good way to piss off pigs is to make money off pigs. So
there you have it. Where are we at? It says 3 minutes 51, but she had the freaking, we're not going to count the intro. So let's see the time, that timestamp. Where's the fucking timestamp? Oh, right here. So 2 minutes, 50 seconds to 3. So in less than a minute, she brings up fucking money. Scara said first 5 minutes of Al's stream was muted. Is she live today, Scara? Which stream? Tell me. I gotta know. I gotta see 5 minutes of Al fucking muted.
Hold on.
That's what I like to see. I like to see Al. I like to see Al with the fucking gag in her mouth. That's what I like to see.
Cash App in the chat. So if you want to send them, or Casey, if you're listening, can you drop that Cash App in the chat? I don't think I can get it to work. Hold on.
Like, this is your interview. This is your fucking. This is it. This is your time to shine. And you don't even have their damn Cash Apps ready to drop. You got to ask someone else to do it. I fucking love it.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Really, Nikki P? That's awesome.
I ain't got my
oh, she's live now? Okay, hold on.
Okay. You guys know how I am. But we'll get it. We'll get it eventually. Casey, if you're listening, go ahead and drop that. Well, if you'll comment, I'll make you a moderator and you can drop it in the chat, Casey, if you're listening, if you can hear me. So post them and I'll find links. Hold on. It is cash sign CASEYDAWNLANE. But they'll be on panel here in a minute and they can tell you. Okay. All right. So the other night, we were talking about, I don't know, we streamed or I streamed and I said, you know, hey, it'd be a shame if somebody contacted that Zeeth on Facebook, right? But I never done it. And I was going to come on here tonight and talk about the comments that they had left on my video from that day, a couple of days ago. And so I messaged them on Facebook and I asked both of them, "Hey, do you care if I discuss your comments that you left on the videos I did the other day that you had commented on?" And they said no. And very nice people, very chill, very, cool. And they just want to come over here and tell their fucking story. And they looked at a couple of different channels and they decided to go with the hillbilly. What they saying. So without
all right. So far in the first segment, which is less than like 2.5 minutes long, she has dropped the cash apps or asked for the cash apps to be dropped and made it clear that she was chosen because she's the better hillbilly. All right.
Further, I guess. Let me see if I can do this right, because I do have them on stream, whatever the hell it is. Mind your damn business. Let me see if I can bring them up here. Hold on just a second. We're going to get it together. Hey, Steph, if you could let the losers in here in just a little bit, I'd appreciate that. And let me see if I can do this here. Hold on. I think I got to unmute him. Hold on. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. We might be echoing. Let me know. Chat, are we echoing?
No, not on my Facebook or on my YouTube. Yeah.
You might have to turn your phone down, Casey.
Yeah, there's a lag.
Okay. My phone's on mute.
All right. Thank you. So, did you hear me when I said to put your Cash App? What is your Cash App? That because I turned off.
I put it in the chat.
Okay. So if you all don't care, if you instead of sending me a tip, send it over to Zeth and Casey, because Zeth, right? Zeth. Okay. Zeth told me earlier that he only made $40 for the time he's been working with Pegs for the last month. They're asking if you have a PayPal.
Okay,
Casey.
so yeah. So Belinda wanting Z and Casey to get their story out and have their story heard was literally off top. Even about money. First thing she wanted the community to know is that Z only made $40 in the time that he worked with Ron. Well, maybe Z should have worked hard. Like, who? That's not our fucking business. That's not our business. That's not our problem. That should not, like, if he wants to tell that, if he wants to say, yeah, this is the agreement we had, and I was going to be doing this, this, and this, and we discussed pricing, we discussed, how much he would get for, how much I would pay for use, that whatever, like, that's his story to tell. But literally, this is the first fucking thing out of her mouth. After drop their cash apps, they chose the better hillbilly, the better channel, and also poor Z only made $40 the whole time he worked with Ron. Okay, yeah, we see you. We see it. Yeah, and where is Z and Casey now? Now that nobody gives them money anymore.
Or a Venmo or anything like that, which that's fine. Don't worry about it if you don't.
I do have PayPal.
Well, you can put it in the chat, whatever you feel like doing. Okay, so let me introduce you. So for those of you that don't know, and I'm sure most of you do, this is Zeth and his wife / girlfriend / pretty much wife, Casey.
Might as well be.
Everything.
That's right. You might as well be. So Zeth told me that he just wanted. Go ahead, Seth. Zeth.
Well,
sorry.
Know the truth, because he
you can
Ron's
smoke. You're
been
fine.
talking quite a lot of lies, and so pretty much
Exactly.
the beginning, like we talked about the battery ordeal. He mentioned that so he bought a pedal. I got a hell of a
Look,
deal.
he don't know where to start or what to say because he doesn't really know like what all hasn't already been told. Why? Because he knows good and well. He told me everything already in our DMs over 2 days. And he knows good and well that he gave me permission to read every word of them. And he knows that I did.
On it. It's like a $200 pedal we got from the guy.
Okay, so a pedal is something that you use for playing the guitar,
For
correct?
guitar,
Okay,
yeah. Guitar pedal. And
that's what kicked
so
off the fight,
we
right?
needed-
Look at that journalism excellence right there out of Beglinda. Okay, so pedal something you use the guitar, and that's what kicked off the problem. Okay, how much money do you need? Y'all got grandkids? Christmas is coming up. Y'all okay? Hey, people. Hey, fellers. Give our friends here some money.
to test it.
That's what kicked off. That's what started this whole argument,
Pretty much.
right?
I told him we need a battery, and he said, "Well, I have a couple. I have one for my bass and one spare." And I said, "Well, we need to try that pedal and make sure it works before we sell it." And he said, "Well, you can go get your own battery," and then sent me a picture of himself with a big smile and just being straight rude. I've never once been rude to the guy, and that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back with me. You know, I got pissed. I told him, "Well, I'm not coming down there today. You can do it by yourself."
Yeah.
There's nothing for me to really come down there for, but to hang out with the guy anyway. And he's saying that I didn't finish. I walked away with $250. I'm $250 in the hole with him.
Money, 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 money. Just because they're in recovery doesn't make them bad people, in my opinion. Okay, well, I mean, we're not discussing that. I'm not just going to keep rehashing that, Vash. This guy fears Gene. Can we speed this bitch up? Yeah, no shit. Sorry about that.
Oh, really?
So I asked him to my guitar amp. It takes these power tubes, and they're about $100 for a set of 4 that it needed. And
Money, 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 money.
I asked him, so we've got all this work.
I
coming
agree.
up.
Journey to the
Could
pit.
you buy me those, and I'll repair the
Yeah.
guitars for free. I'll do $25 a piece. And so then, as soon as those came in, he started knocking his guitars over and breaking them. I had to fix them. Those are on my Facebook. Here, I went through and fixed his guitar.
Was he doing that intentionally?
There's a
Not to me.
cash
It's not
app.
like
Did you
he-
hear
I
it?
mean,
Oh, really?
He's clumsy. He's clumsy anyway. But
Maybe
yeah,
he'd
it
done a
felt
little
like
bit
he
too
had-
much.
Frick.
So he's admitted to being on like some downers, if you will. Maybe he took a little too many of the Klonopins. Yeah. Maybe, we won't go into that. Like I said, we won't go too deep, into anything that you don't want people to know. But so it started off with
Her
her
base.
battery.
Listen. She just said it. She just fucking gave it away. She talks about the fucking drugs and then says, but we're not going to get too far into anything you don't want people to know. They don't want people knowing they were fucking doing drugs and pills with him. She just fucking says it.
And now he's went from that, and like I told you earlier, for those the chat, I'm sorry I'm not paying much attention to the chat, but I was telling Zeth earlier, I said, watch out, he's gonna call you a pedo and a chomo and he better fucking not. And I
I've
told
heard
him,
him going on
I
about
agree, Kate Buns.
other people, and it's only a matter of time until it's off of them and it's onto you.
Yeah.
Said he built this up. He started out real nice in the beginning. He'd pay me for the repairs I did to his guitars, and then that faded away, and he just built this up to tear us down.
so did you ever make any money
That
play
part fucking kills me.
in music with him on live streams or any
He gave me $10 one time.
$10? People tip him at least.
Oh,
A lot of
Yeah.
people tip him like $100. You know that, right?
Yeah,
didn't know
that was the thing. He said he made like 35, so we could everybody.
Wow.
Oh, Zeeth admitted Ron had been on meth too. She does bring the meth talk back just to call Sam a liar,
Wow.
of course.
And the whole $100 for the tubes thing, I got the box in there. That was 2 months ago. And
Right, Fanny Jean? Funny how he'll talk about everything, including Ron playing with his gun, but drugs are out of bounds. Excellent point. More money talk. Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. Give fellers, it'll piss necks off so bad.
I
Yep,
ended up
Journey
working
to
on
the
8
pits.
guitars in total for $100 to $25 a guitar. I mean,
Yeah.
Explain the one he's talking about right now.
Yeah,
that
he's
you
saying I
finish.
didn't finish one, and that was my stepson's guitar, and he talked him down an ungodly amount for $400 guitar, and it's in pretty good shape. It just needs strings. That's all I
Yeah.
could do is put strings on it. Like if he can't do that, then like I already fixed what was wrong with it. It's fine. It just needs strings, and it's only in the corner because there's no more room on the wall.
And you
Yeah.
got a good deal on that because you bought it from my son.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Somebody
And-
wants to know
and
if you wrote the song. He
It
says
said
he wrote.
he wrote
Hey,
two of
Honey
the songs.
West.
Let's see, which ones are they called? Hard Way and Your Suffering Is Your Fate. Or I mean, I rewrote the guitar parts.
Your suffering is your fate. This guy really takes himself serious. I could not take him seriously. If that was my dude and I'm sitting next to him and he's talking about your suffering is your fate, I would be absolutely fucking mortified.
He did mostly write the lyrics for those two songs. Everything else I wrote, it's all mine.
Mhm.
And there's proof on my Facebook. If you go through the last 2 years of my business channel, Zizak Shed, you'll see like I wrote all those songs, lyrics and all. I have the lyrics in my notebook.
yeah, I believe you.
So that are, yeah,
So
I believe you.
I do have to ask you because I have seen you play. Now, I've said this before on live streams. I said there's one guy there that can play, and that was you.
That was me.
And that was you. So what is your opinion on Negs' singing?
Hey, Kai, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. Forever a Basic Betty. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. The one Negs said he didn't finish. Negs showed a few hours before the stream, and that guitar was nowhere near complete. Zeeth didn't see it because Negs blocked him on Facebook. Ooh, he does look like Ron, don't he? And he sounds just like Ron too, Carly. I agree. As a recovering addict, Beglinda should know better than to just throw money at these two. Excess funds are never a good idea for newly clean people. I don't think that Beglinda is definitely recovering. I don't think she's recovering. I think she's probably, I mean, I don't know. She just doesn't behave, I guess, as somebody who would, because listen, from what I understand from Belinda's own mouth, she had a pain pill problem, and it was a pretty significant one. In fact, I think it was just on Easter Sunday, on the live stream she did on Easter Sunday, where she really talked a lot about her drug use when her children were young and she was supposed to be parenting her children, and instead she was choosing drugs. She said she had like a $300 a day habit, and that she could at times do like, I can't remember. I think she said, let me think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said like at the height of her pain pill opiate addiction, she was doing like 15 to 20 pills a day, like $300 a day. Yeah, she's likened it to a heroin addiction. And so to recover from that, to come out of that, to get off of such high dose opiates in your system biologically, that is a fucking fight. I mean, that is a fucking fight. So for her, if she's to be believed across the board, that she had a $300 a day opiate habit and that she's fought her way and found herself on the other side of that. If all of that is legitimate, I would think that she would take that so fucking seriously that, yeah, she would not ask her audience to cash app 2 people who are also struggling with drug addiction. And if she did, if everyone's to be believed at face value, their stories or whatever, and she still chose to do this and just have her audience, her viewers, her supporters drop cash into these people's PayPal and Cash App, knowing all that, that says a lot about Belinda's character, in my opinion. But it's just my opinion.
When I was 16,
Be
I looked
honest.
up to the
Be
guy.
honest.
When I was 16, I looked up to the guy. He could sing and play guitar at the same time, and I was just learning. So I didn't know how good or bad he was. I just thought he was great. And I'm now amazing, and he's not gotten any better.
Sorry, Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I see how we could be jealous of people who only know 5 words but can't figure out how to use them. That was very clever. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not so great.
Rocco, exactly. I don't even want to know how she got $300 a day. And the Appalachian Mountains of Tennessee, one of the poorest of the poor areas in the United States. How do you think Beglinda scratched up $300 a day?
musician. He
No.
just can play a little bit.
Lashes Jean, she's gonna fucking say it. Selling ass or burgling the Wendy's. Hey, Frosted and Gold, nice to see you.
No, they were saying in the chat too that he made like $100 tonight. You know, I guess talking about you. I don't know, at least
I have
$100,
that
you know.
clip. I know I
Yeah.
do.
And
Talking about
Well,
all
that's why I don't want him to make money off of
Hold on, wait. This is important. Sorry.
musician. He
No.
just can play a little bit.
no, they were saying in the chat too that he made like $100 tonight. You know, I guess talking about you. I don't know, at least $100. You know, yeah. And
talking
Well,
about all
that's why I don't want him to make money off of.
yeah, well, like
Yeah.
like I said, put your cash up in there, your PayPal, whatever you want to do. Because nothing makes Negs more mad than making money off his sorry ass.
Yeah,
Trust
I
me.
know. That's what this all come up about. It's like he even said he.
Don't worry, Haza. Thank you so much for joining memberships forever. A
I left
basic
because
Betty.
I didn't want him to make money off of
Thank you so
I
much.
know.
That's funny, funny off
it.
the
You don't
front.
make money off your phone. Like I help
yeah.
people out.
Yeah.
You know, I did a couple of jobs at home and while I'm at the store with them because they couldn't really
You
afford.
need to explain what the agreement was. You guys came
Yeah.
before the store was ever.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask that too. Did Jens have a set, like an agreement?
Yeah. Every time I made $50, I'd give him 10. Okay.
Okay.
And then after we actually started making money, he told me, "Don't worry about that. You keep your labor," just so he could turn around later and try to say, "Well, hey, let's why don't you give lessons and then I'll get half of that." And I didn't think that was fair. And then he
Half?
threatened, and then he threatened to
Gently.
hire a guy that we don't really get along with. I mean, we don't hate him, but we're not.
He's
We're,
not
we're
two-faced either.
friendly. We're friendly, but we don't
Oh shit.
It on and
going on about. And you're going to charge them. You're not saying, well, you're like, you got to be for real if you're going to really do this.
That post was put up before he even was saying
People,
that.
people are like 10 minutes before, they were talking behind my back about doing this first.
oh really?
And, yeah. It was obvious.
So people in the chat are asking like how you got to know Negs. I know we discussed it earlier, but you can.
It's a funny story. Me and another longtime good friend of mine, Steve. I'm sure you guys have heard Steve. He's a good guy. No matter what Ron says.
Yeah.
Everybody.
He's always been there for you.
Yeah.
And me.
He is. He was here.
It's
today.
Okay, hold on. So I muted so I could look for the clip of Belinda talking about her opiate addiction. I didn't find it, but I found the stream. It wasn't on Easter Sunday, or maybe I don't know. Anyway, listen, I found a different clip I'm gonna play for y'all. Remember, I told you that Belinda has been reaching out to DC to check on her to make sure she ain't dead or nothing. I have that clip, and you can also hear a denture slip in it. Listen.
Hey, anyway, but we've been looking for new cows over here. Okay, that's what I want to talk to you about. Hey, Carrie Lynn, how you doing, darling? Hey, Calla, how are you? Aunt Maddie, how you doing? Get on in here. Hey, Jay, how are you, sweetie? So,
Lights her cigarette.
listen, Yuns know I love DC. But DC done out here acting like she dead and gone. She's so damn dead and gone that I had actually messaged to her on fucking, what's it called? Twitter. It was like, hey, bitch, are you dead? And her response was no. So, since that cow's gone, she done left us, honey. God rest her soul, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't blame her, but you know what I'm saying? And, so
Anyway, that was funny. What else? What else did I clip that day? Let's listen. Let's just listen.
requires time and effort, and but whatever. Anyway, all right. So that's not what we're here for, though. We're here to watch this situation with the Whitaker. What would you guys call it? Because they can't doing the Lord's work, leading us to sanctuary and get out of the girl world hell. Yeah, it's just boring. And I was going to, I'd seriously thought about doing foodie beauty reactions simply for the fucking money, because there's good money in it. But I can't bring myself to do that neither.
That's where Yama got the clip on her soundboard of her saying that.
I was going to do it for the money and just be honest, be like, hey, here's a new trailer reaction. Okay. And to prove to people that certain people that other people can do it too. It's not that fucking hard.
But yet she won't.
Y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, Whitakers are educational information. Yeah.
Hold on. What's this?
At least the truck isn't a 2000. You know what I'm saying? So Kate Winslet says at least the truck isn't a 2000 or 22K Kia Sorento with
Oh,
over
yeah.
100,000 miles. I saw that. Did Samantha really buy a Kia Sorento with over 100,000 miles for $22,000? Well, they ain't the sharpest tools in the shed, are they?
I clipped that because I wasn't quite sure what she was talking about at the time when I don't drive a Kia Sorento. But I know what they were talking about. And it wasn't $22,000. It was $14,000. It was a 4-year-old Kia Sorento with 107,000 miles on it. And I bought it for $14,000. I mean, what of it? Hey, Manning, nice to see you. I mean, the car I have now is 2 years old and it has 50,000 miles on it. So by my math, it's on track to have 100,000 miles by being 4 years old, same as the Kia Sorento. I just don't understand, but whatever. That's why I clipped it because I wasn't quite sure what they were talking about. Okay, wait, I could have sworn I clipped her talking about her pill habit. Hold on. That is so crazy because these clips are not from the Whitakers, and surely she was talking about the Whitakers. But March 31st was Easter. What the hell? It's like I'm in I don't know. Man, I got a lot of clips from that one though. Let's just listen. Fuck it.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Keisha, how you doing, darling? If he told her to leave.
Hold on. Let's listen again. That was a denture slip.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Keisha, how you doing, darling? If he told her to leave, got it.
That was fun. All right. What else we got?
I hope not. Please say no. Please say no. You're on your way to church in a little bit. Go fucker. Why the hell are you going to church? You're the devil. So
I clipped that because she's talking to that malicious Melissa the goat fucker. And she asked Melissa why she's on her way to church when she's the devil. And then she gives this real devilish like laugh or whatever, real weird. I'll have you know, malicious Melissa, I would venture to bet malicious Melissa never went back in her chat after that because she is a real deal Christian woman. She is a Bible thumping, God fearing Christian woman. Malicious Melissa is. And I guarantee you she took offense to that. She did not take kindly to that. All right. Right? Life of a Trucker's Wife. What else?
I can't. Oh, this lady would get on my nerves real quick. Tally Girl gifted 5 Hillbilly members.
Oh, I think I clipped that for her laugh because I was going to do a laugh compilation. I'm just going to go through the rest of the clips that I have in my phone. This was from March 31st, her little stream, and then I'm going to get out of here.
He shook his head no. Am I just crazy, chat? He shook his head no. So it don't matter what's coming out your damn mouth, motherfucker. Shit.
Probably understand how why.
I'm literally. He's got the BTK stash. That's what I was thinking too. I was trying to think of that serial killer. I'm telling y'all. He's BTK. He's what can we call him? He's the AKK. He's the KKK. Shit! Shut up. Closer to Josh than I am to him. Thank you.
This little futon is a lot.
Thank you. We've got plenty. Hello, little boots. Been a member for motherfucking 39 months. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. I'm like.
Good.
And this goes out to Joshy. I love this man, people. Yeah, that's when the fight and this and here we go, as your mama says. Because once Aaron leaves.
Oh, okay. I remember why I clipped this because this is like literally like it's domestic violence. And she was like giddy to be watching it, making content out of it. I don't know. I found it disturbing. All right, 1 minute, 51 seconds. Thank you, baby. Hold on. Or 1 hour, 51 minutes is what I meant. Okay, hold on. If you saw how many tabs I had open, you would shut me down. 1 hour for, yeah, I know. Thank you. Love you, babe. All right, here we go. Listen.
I'm just saying.
I understand you got a drug problem. You've told me that. We all know that. That's not a
Oh,
secret.
gray screen. Sorry.
But for you to,
I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not.
yeah, you're telling me there's a funeral today at 3:00.
I'm not proud of what I've done. Not at all.
She says, I'm not proud of what I've done. Not going to lie.
I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but I understand
shouldn't
the
have
drug
done it.
addiction has such a power over you that you can't really,
I'm trying to get help.
you can't control what you do.
Not like I ain't.
But-
All right. So I did feel like I need to explain. For those of you who don't, I'm sure a lot of you know, I'm a recovering addict. I was addicted to opioids, pain pills for many, 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 many years. Been clean a long time though, and that's a hard fucking way to go.
What's this? Why is that grayed out? What happened?
And I see a lot of people in the chat saying, "How could you spend $100,000 on drugs?" Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Here in Appalachia, this is the only thing I can speak on. Is what I know. Here, these people, if you buy them off the street, it is $1 to $2 per milligram. So what I mean by that is, and this has been years ago, they're even more expensive now. A 15 milligram Oxycontin, one pill, was $30 back in the day.
She was paying $30 for one pill of OxyContin
So you could easily.
when she had youngins to raise. Ain't that something?
And those pills, if you get very, very addicted, which I feel like BJ probably is extremely, her tolerance is really high. She could probably do 10 of those a day, which I think now they make Percocets or whatever, but they are $1, $2, $3 a milligram. 100. I would have spent $100K in 3 months. I probably could have too, X. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, especially when they had the old Panas back in the day and the old school Oxycontins. I am so glad I don't live that fucking life no more, honey. It should be $1 for each milligram. Capone. I mean, you think about it though, even that, you could do like people will sell Percocet 10s for $20 for one pill. Per pill. Per pill.
Joey Jones says, look at El Chapo here breaking it down. Nikki PB Knowing says she's reminiscing.
So think about that. And back in the day, I'm just going to be honest with you. I got to where I could take 10 to 15 of them a day, Percocet 10s. Think about that. That's a $300 a day habit. Back in the day, I'm just going to be honest with you. I got to where I could take 10 to 15 of them a day, Percocet 10s. Think about that. That's a $300 a day habit.
That is wild. 10 to 15 10 milligram Percocets a day. When I was in pain management and year 7 of pain management, meaning I was seeing a doctor and I was in a pain management program being prescribed high dose opiates, I maxed out at 4 10 milligram Percocets a day. That was it. I got nothing more than that. That and tramadol for breakthrough or whatever. I cannot imagine taking 10 to 15 10 milligram Percocets a day. That's fucked up. I can't even imagine. So there's the difference between an addict. An addict will abuse opiates to the point to where they're taking 10 to 15 10 milligram Percocets a day or more. Shit. Lashes Jean says, hey, Tomahawk, check Appalachian for your bedside table money. Joey Jones says, destroys the bowels.
I don't miss it neither, Amber.
Holy shit, hippie piece.
Don't motherfucking miss it. Absolutely not.
But it's not
Right? Or more being the key word if you can afford them. I can't even imagine. Cannot even imagine. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's all I got for today. I'm going to have to wrap it up here. It was good to see y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to look over the text message, the DM, not the text message, sorry. The DMs between Peanut and Tragic and AK that Tragic has on his channel. And we will more than likely be reviewing that tomorrow. So make sure you are here, present, and accounted for. Thank you so much for being here, guys. See you tomorrow.